So this is just a quick update video of the greenhouse and garden and how it went over the summer. So it's the 15th of April. I just come in my greenhouse and I'm checking on my last year's strawberry plants. I didn't think they'd make it during the winter, but they seem to be growing back. I have 3 pots of, there's one there, and I got some growing back in here, and a few, two or three growing in there. So I'm going to keep an eye on them, keep them watered, and try to revive them for this season. So today is the 2nd of May, and I'm here in the greenhouse. And you see I took some earth out of my bucket here. It's about only a third full. I'm putting some potatoes in. These are little potatoes that started to bud, so I'm just putting 6 in the pot, and I'm going to cover them up, and then we're going to, as they grow, we're going to add soil around them. And there's my last 6, and just cover them up here. And we'll see how they do. As the potatoes grow out of the buckets, I'm slowly adding soil around them. And today I planted 2 sweet potatoes. We'll see how those do. So as the potato grows, I add soil all around. Until I reach the top of the pot. So that's how I'm treating my potatoes in the greenhouse. They've come a long way in a month's time. They still have more to grow. So June was a little bit dry to start off with. By the end of June, the rain started to come, and we also had problems with the air quality. So today is the 11th of July. The garden's been planted for a little over a month now. My string beans, I see they're just coming into flower. So this is supposed to be a cross between asparagus and broccoli. I'm not sure whether it should be cut now or wait, but I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I don't want it to go out to flower. And like I said, we've been eating kale out of the garden. My onions seem to be doing fairly well. I weeded them once. That seems to help. I've weeded my row of carrots once also. This last year we only had like 12 feet of carrots, and we didn't have enough for the whole winter. So this year I put a whole row of carrots. I have 2 different kinds of carrots. As you can see, there's a different, they were all planted the same day, and these ones here close to us are a little shorter than the ones at the end here. The ones at the end are a different kind, and they seem to be a little taller. And I got my potatoes, 1 row of potatoes. And my tomato plants are starting to get flowers on them. And July was quite rainy and humid and very hot. We saw a lot of growth in July because of the heat. So my little rain gauge is full. So that means we've got over 60 millimeters of rain that fell. We had a rainfall warning and we're still under rainfall warning. So I'll empty this and see how much falls tonight. In the greenhouse, I have some lettuce ready to eat here. I have some sugar snap peas. They're starting to climb up the trellis I made. I have some onions. I have some carrots. Oh, and I have some strawberries, and I think this one is ready. That's a nice looking strawberry. I have some herbs, basil, some more lettuce ready to eat, some Swiss chard ready to eat. These are my potatoes that I planted early. They've already had flowers on them. These are the sweet potatoes. The vines have really picked up. And in my greenhouse I have actually some tomatoes on my vine. They're the same age as the plants in the garden, but these were planted early in the greenhouse. That's the advantage of having a greenhouse. You could plant a little bit earlier. And when they announced frost, I just covered them up and protected them. I have some, there's a little bucket of potatoes that I just planted a week ago. I have some asparagus growing up. And my cucumbers in the greenhouse are doing much better than the ones that I planted in the garden. And they were planted later. So I really like this greenhouse. It served me well. I like the fact that the sides can be rolled up to ventilate because it can get very hot in a greenhouse. So I'm here in my greenhouse, and I must say that I really like and enjoy this greenhouse. What I really enjoyed last year is at the end of the season, I was able to pick all my onions out of the garden and bring them in here, set them on a tray, and they dried in here. And same with the potatoes. I was able to bring them in and dry them before we store them. So that was a big plus. And this year we came in, I planted the potatoes the beginning of May, which was, the garden wasn't even ready to plant until June. So we get a jump on the season with a greenhouse. We didn't invest too much in this greenhouse. I think I have less than $500 invested. It's just recycled materials. The only thing we bought new was the plastic, the greenhouse plastic on top, but the sides was plastic that we bought in the hardware store. The top is more important that you use real greenhouse plastic because it has catches the most ultraviolet rays, and that's what deteriorates your plastic along with flapping. So with this greenhouse we put cords on the side to keep the plastics from flapping in the wind, and we tried our best as possible to get the end walls tight so they wouldn't break. So this is the third season, I believe, we're growing in the greenhouse. So we're really enjoying this.
That's a coyote wolf mix. It's too big for a normal coyote.
time to pull off these snap peas. So today we're going to dig up this bucket of potatoes and see how many we got out of those 5 original potatoes that we planted. Feel like I'm getting close to them. There's another red potato. Another potato there. Well, they're here. Haha. We're getting down to them. Move some of this dirt out of here so we can find them. Actually, I think in this bucket were very, very small potatoes. I think that's it. So this is what we got from 5. My potatoes that I planted were about this size. Let's go into this bucket over here. Oh, that's a good pile. And some more. This is what I got. So now we're here in August. The weather has changed. The heat has left us. We have much better humidity levels and it's a lot cooler. And we're harvesting from the garden presently. Good sized peppers. 3 per plant seems to be. Coming along. Butternut squash. I don't know what kind of squash this is, but it's a different kind of squash. We've eaten a lot of zucchini, but I'm letting this one grow to be the seeds for next year. It's already quite big. My tomatoes are starting to get ripe. Another sort of squash there. Sweet potato flowers. So I just dug up my last 2 buckets of potatoes and this is what I got. That's about 8 pounds, I'd say. And that's from 10 little potatoes gave me that. So I guess I can't complain. Got something out of it. Washing the potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean them up there.
Are you gonna make me French fries?
Yeah, you like the French fries, huh?
Yeah. all washed up and ready to be cut into French fries. What a meal we're going to have tonight.
Somebody's going to be happy tonight.
Think so?
I think so.
Thanks for watching. And if you like our videos, please consider subscribing or even give us a like. See you on the next one.